When you picture a superhero, who do you see? Batman? Superman? Spider-Man? The Hulk? Thanks to a growing collection of data, we know that our cultural icons are not consistent with what we look like as a country. This fact extends to virtually every form of mass media in the States. Our best data suggests that the American population is roughly equal in gender, and about 38% are a minority of some sort. Which reveals a simple truth about the latest Marvel superhero film. People are excited about Black Panther because the demand for media that centers minorities is far greater than the available supply. This becomes obvious when you look at a series of studies by UCLA's School of Sociology.
Much of what we knew about diversity in Hollywood was anecdotal. So we decided to design a report that would be the gold standard in terms of looking at the bird's eye view of what's happening and tracking that over time.
Roughly 1 out of every 10 major films are directed by minorities. A similar percentage cast minorities in their lead roles. And even fewer of these films are written by minorities. This principle applies to nearly every facet of media, including executives and talent agents.
You can't underestimate the role of the gatekeepers. If you're not on the roster, you're going to have a hard time breaking in, which of course has created obstacles for people of color and women in particular.
Which means that the culture represented on screen is determined by a sample that doesn't accurately represent the population.
If you look at pop culture depictions of Africa, you don't ever get to see like this place that's supposed to be like the future. Wakanda is kind of like this almost like rewriting of history of like what life would have been like. It's this amazing fantasy that you never get to see on screen.
Black Panther is all about representation. It centers the story on women and people of color, and the representation matters to young people, and they're the future target audience. The minority share of the population was relatively low in 1970. But today, nearly 40% of the US population is in a minority group. And that percentage is only expected to increase.
The genre doesn't matter. Audiences want to see people like themselves on the screen. And if you have a good story and the narrative is compelling and you have people of color in it, then diverse audiences are probably going to go and see it.